guess we can talk about that. All right, so we're gonna talk about Game of Thrones finale here, folks. So this is right after I literally just finished it 30 seconds ago. We're gonna get into it. There's gonna be a couple scenes where I'm gonna hopefully take for my reaction here, and just I'll caption it what part was happening because I did a live reaction. I was gonna live stream it, but I didn't bother. So yeah, at the end of the day, man, I'm really disappointed. Like that really didn't give me what I was looking for. The plot leaks were actually super fucking accurate. That's the problem. The plot leak was like right on the money. And I knew that going into it because I just didn't care at that point. The season was so bad, right? That was like, okay, let's watch the plot. Let's read the plot leak. Oh, all right. So obviously we're gonna recap some things. We're gonna talk about what happened, and then we're gonna just overall thoughts, and we're gonna call it a day. So spoilers, and I'm tired, so that's why I'm not gonna be super energetic. So that kind of being said, yeah. So the plot leaks were basically right. So like Daenerys, they're executing some Lannister soldiers, the Unsullied I mean, Jon kind of having that back and forth. Um, Daenerys is giving a speech about how they're going to liberate every area, and while I was watching, I kept thinking to myself, okay, well, she said Winterfell, she said this place, she said this place. Does that mean she's going to come in there and make like everyone fucking bend knees, right? Because like Sansa's not going to, right? Arya's not going to, that kind of thing. Um, so it was right. Tyrion got imprisoned. I knew that was coming. And it was obvious too. And I'm actually glad that Tyrion found Jaime and Cersei, like their dead bodies, like just to confirm that Cersei actually died. I think that would kind of make sense. So Tyrion gets imprisoned, and then Jon gets a moment alone with Daenerys where they're like chatting. And it was really funny actually when I was watching it because like she's giving like this story of like oh, my brother used to say this about the Iron Throne. She's laughing like she's having a good time, and then he's just like cuts right out of the bullshit. He's just like, listen, like, a bunch of innocent people just got killed, right? Like, come on. And yeah, it was funny. He starts making out with her and just like stabs her in the like right there, right in the fucking chest. Looks like in the heart maybe. And then like a little bit of blood comes out of her mouth and her nose, and then she just like lays down. And I was like, like it just looks so stupid. I couldn't help it. I think I've got a live reaction to that one. That was pretty good. I mean, it was one of the scenes I was fucking. I think it was that one. I was just crying, laughing. I think that was hilarious. Like just the way it was done. It was just oh my god. Yeah. So they go in like the dragon pit. This is supposed to be like the bigger area there where remember they try to show the dead to Cersei in season 7. Tyrion's supposed to be like on trial. Grey Worm's not giving a fuck. Um, and they beat around the bush. They got all these random people. Most of them are main characters. There's a couple randoms in there. And then they beat around the bush to say that Bran's going to be the protector of the ramps. That plot leak was true. I couldn't believe it. Bran takes it, and they're just like, "What about Tyrion's punishment?" And he's like, "Hand of the king." Right? And he's like, well, Tyrion's like, I don't want it. And he's like, well, I don't want to be king, so there you go, bud. And then he's like, you'll pay by serving as hand of the king and fixing your mistakes for the rest of your life, kind of thing. And, he somehow got out of that, you know, free of charge, which is great. So, kind of cool. That was great. I'm not going to complain. And it was fine, whatever. Now, one thing I actually really liked about this, I'm actually not going to lie, is that both Brienne and Podrick became Kingsguard. That's really awesome, and it's really good for Podrick. Like, Podrick, actually, if anybody, had one of the better arcs that kind of, like, completed and, like, on a really good note. And I think Brienne did, too. You know, like, on a really positive note. Um, and I like that Brienne actually wrote in the book for Jamie, like in the Kingsguard book, and like wrote all the shit that was going down. I didn't notice if it was in there or not. That he did save the population of King's Landing by killing the king. I don't know if she wrote that or not, but I don't feel like that was still redemption for Jamie. Where they already killed him off. I don't really feel so, but I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. They had the scene where Tyrion was just like literally fixing chairs in like the fucking Tower of the Hand. I was just like, are you guys like for real? Like, that was stupid. Um, yeah. So anyway, so that kind of being said, and they get like Braun in there, so now he's like one of the like a master. I think he was master of coin, because he's like the Lord of Highgarden, right? So he did come out in the debt, and everything's just happy, and they're just shooting the shit. And then when I gotta backtrack here, so when Danny died, Drogon melted the Iron Throne. It didn't make any fucking sense to me at all, like why he melted the throne. I didn't think the dragon knew the significance of the throne, but apparently he did. And then he took Danny and just flew off somewhere, and that's when Bran's like, "I'll find him," and then they just like leave, and it's like, okay, no conclusion there. That's all right. Um, okay, so then the other thing. Okay, so John apparently takes the black. He's allowed to take the black, and so he is escorted to the the Castle Black. I guess it would be. I don't even know if it's Castle Black, because I thought a lot of the wall was destroyed. So I don't know if Castle Black was in that or not. And the wildlings are there. He actually pets Ghost. Okay, he pets Ghost. I was happy. Okay, I like that. Um, I can't argue. He finally fucking touched his direwolf. And then him and the wildlings ride out north, and with Ghost, and it's just him. So I think there was other people at Castle Black, like there was other Night's Watch people, but I think he's going. And I thought he was actually supposed to be like the Lord Commander for a minute. I'm not gonna lie, but he just walks it with him. So I don't know. Like, is John just walking them out there, or is he going to live with them? Right, is what I'm wondering. And also, yeah, again, was he like supposed to be the Lord Commander? I don't think so. Um, but the way they were showing it at the end scene, it kind of showed like each one of the Starks had their own like moment of what they were doing. So that's kind of why I got that, was like Sansa's now the Queen of the North, which didn't have the same ring to it, by the way. Like King of the North, King of the North. Nah, no, no, Queen in the North, whatever. Yeah, so that was cool. I'm okay with that, actually. I can't really, I don't really mind that. And Arya leaving too, and she's like, I'm going west to Westeros because nobody knows. And she just gets on the boat and goes out. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if they'll do like their own little story with that or something. I mean, I think it's a possibility. Um, I think it really is, but I don't know. We'll kind of see. Actually, I thought it would be kind of really neat, by the way. I'm just throwing it out there. But when John went north, if they actually found some sign of White Walkers that were still there or something, that would be kind of cool. Like, I don't know if that'd be possible, probably not. But I think it'd be kind of different. Like holy fuck, right? Like, it's not over, you know. Um, I'm trying to think if I forgot anybody here, because I'm just trying to get the main guys out of the way, and then we'll just kind of shoot the shit on it. But that was kind of like the main thing, or the main stuff that I think happened, really, and I don't think I left anything out. But yeah, like I said, overall, man, like oh god, like nothing to me was like really that great, except again, Brienne and Podrick. I liked that. I don't mind Arya going out on the boat, or Sansa, right? Queen in the North. That's fine. That's fine. You know, Bran. I'm 50-50 with that. Yeah, Drogon and Daenerys. Not really. Yeah, Daenerys getting killed. Not really. Oh yeah, the Unsullied. My bad. The Unsullied. So the Unsullied are like, they're going out to Narth, I think it was called, and I don't remember most of the cities out in like Bravos and them, but I think they're gonna. I'm assuming they're continuing just to free the cities of the slavers, and that's good. That's not bad. Um, but yeah, like I just, man, like dude, I watched Breaking Bad, right? Breaking Bad was a really good show. I watched that straight to finish, and the finale was just so rewarding. And you know, it was like, man, like that build up to that was gold, right? And it was really well executed. I don't feel that here at all. Oh man, I don't feel like a lot of people. I don't know if people will be so disappointed in the episode. Like the other episodes were really just like, they just didn't make any fucking sense. But I think this one makes sense. It's just the way they concluded it. I don't feel as like, oh my god, like that happened. Like, wow, what a finish. I feel it's just kind of like, really? Like, I'm tired, man. It's 1 in the fucking morning here. And I'm telling you, I don't got the energy for this. Like, this is just too much. No, I'm just dripping water everywhere. Yeah, fucking ridiculous. I don't know. At the end of the day, it is what it is, per se. But I'm actually very disappointed that the show ended that way. I don't know. Just kind of sitting here, what I would necessarily do differently, per se. But I'm telling you, like, I'm absolutely positive. I probably could have came up with something like, I could have came up with anything better than this. Like, there are just things you just don't do, man. Um, Hold on. We'll get to that later. Anyway, so I'll wrap this up. But basically, yeah, I'm kind of let down on a bunch of degrees. But at the end of the day, I don't think it was that bad. But it was just the execution, man, and the fact that I knew the plot leaks, like I read the plot leaks on purpose. I don't think helped my case at all because, like, again, I walked in kind of like basically knowing, okay, like Brand's gonna get it, whatever, and my expectations were already so low that I don't think I could be really that disappointed. But I don't know, man. They dropped the ball. They know they did, and I don't know. I guess we'll go from there. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, and we'll see you in the next.